Hi, I'm Kimberly Schneiderman, Senior Practice Development Manager at Randstad RiseSmart, here with your weekly tip. In the past several months, our society has come to rely on various video conference platforms for both business and personal connections. While you likely have had several opportunities during this time to become familiar with the technologies, are you really following best practices? Here are some strategies and ideas to help you present yourself in the best way possible. First, frame yourself. Have you ever been on a meeting with someone and you were only able to see their nose and forehead? Don't make that mistake. Ensure you frame yourself well by having the camera positioned at eye level so that you can see your entire head and maybe even your shoulders. Take care that you're not too close to the camera, looming over the camera, or looking down at the camera. A great test is to put your hand flat on your forehead with your palm facing the camera. Your thumb should be placed about where a typical hairline starts, and your pinky finger should be at the top of the video frame. Next, avoid distractions. While you can never guarantee meetings will be distraction-free, do what you can to minimize noise and visual interruptions. Let people in your household know that you have an important meeting, and when possible, set yourself up in a quiet space with your back against the wall to avoid people walking into view of the camera. We are all very understanding when interruptions happen, but do what you can to avoid issues. You'll be more relaxed in your meetings and others will be able to focus just on you. And check your body language. Being professional is not equal to being stiff and uncomfortable during your meetings. It's okay to talk with your hands a bit, show some enthusiasm, raise your eyebrows when you speak. Keep in mind though that gestures and facial expressions are more pronounced when up close on camera, so don't overdo it. The digital backgrounds offered by most platforms really allow you to have backgrounds that are fun or funky or experimental, just wild and crazy. You probably want to choose something professional, maybe even a branded background for most of your meetings. One of the backgrounds that I really like is the blur background. It's pretty tough to say, blur background, because everything behind you is blurry. This works really well if perhaps your real background looks something like this. Using the blur background just really eliminates any distractions. Next, adjust the lighting. Natural daylight is best, but lighting is one of those things that's going to be different for everyone in different environments. Avoid sitting with a strong light behind you and avoid having direct lights shining on your face. For the most flattering lighting, have plenty of natural light aiming at your face and avoid lighting from the side. You can try to put a piece of paper or a piece of sheer fabric in front of the light source to diffuse it a little bit. Be careful not to put it too close to the heat of the bulb. Experiment with lighting by looking at your video at different times of day and with various light sources. Know your software. Download free versions of software when possible. Practice with each of the features in the platform, including turning your video on and off, muting yourself, sharing your screen, posting a note in a chat box, and any other options available. The more familiar you are with the platform, the smoother your meetings and interviews will go. Online research is a good way to learn your software. Enter your query as a question, such as, how do I change my background on BlueJeans or Zoom? Practice with your device or computer. Joining a video meeting on a device such as a smartphone or tablet will result in a very different experience than when you join on a computer. We encourage you to use a stand for your devices to keep the camera still and to practice using the device so you know just what to expect during that important meeting. Video meetings were a popular means of communication within companies before the pandemic hit. They were convenient and most platforms are user-friendly. The most popular platforms include BlueJeans, WebEx, Microsoft Teams, Zoom, Google+, and GoToMeeting. Now that video is one of the only ways we can connect and communicate with each other, it is in your best interest to familiarize yourself with the technology and learn to welcome it as a key way to continue your career transition. Thank you for joining me today. For more ideas in your career transition, be sure to tune in to upcoming webinars.